Morning. Good morning, Batangas
Oo
2nd
nga.
District. Do I have my audio?
Opo, okay na po, ma'am.
Maliwanag
Opo,
ba?
opo, opo, opo. Clear,
Yeah,
ma'am.
parang wala sa sentro yung aking monitor. Nonetheless, it's been a long time na hindi po tayo naka-join sa program. So, gawin natin ang ating nakaugaliang paggigising. Gising-gising na po! Batangas 2nd District, Bayan ng Mabini, Bawan, San Pascual, San Luis, Lobo. Ang gising is a blessing. Let us all rise and shine. Kumusta, Kuya Ron?
Medyo matagal po kayo hindi naka-join. Alright, congratulations, ma'am, for being the chairperson of the Committee on Justice. Nako, very powerful po itong committee na to, no? Ma'am, ano nga po palang significance nito po sa Kongreso po ng Committee on Justice?
First of all, I wish to thank our colleagues in the House of Representatives, most especially yung ating mga party mates at kaibigan from the different political parties. I am truly pleased, humbled, and honored by the trust that they gave us to chair one of the most significant committees in the House of Representatives. Of course, that is the Justice Committee of the House of Representatives of the Congress of the Philippines. Tinatanong tayo ni Kuya Ron, ano ho ba significance ng kahalagahan nito? Well, ang Justice Committee po ang may kinalaman na komite sa lahat ng may kaugnayan sa administration of justice. We call it the justice system, no? Kung may mga concerns, legislations with respect to the current justice system, ito ay ang Justice Committee. Ganun din po, tayo rin po ang representative ng House pagdating po sa judiciary. Alin ba ang judiciary? Of course, we're referring to the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeals, the lower courts, the sandigan, lahat po ng kasama sa judiciary ay within the area of responsibility ng Committee on Justice. And also, din po nagdidinig ng mga concerns pertaining to naturalization, foreign nationals po na gustong maging Filipino citizen. Ganun din po ang concerns like deportation and immigration. Ito po yung mga yung mga agencies na concerned after executive ay magiging rapulat mga ito. We have the most controversial cases dito po dumadaan on justice. At all the registration cases, also the duration of the Committee on Justice. Ang trabaho po ng chairwoman ng Committee on Justice ay mahaan itong mga usaping ito na may kaugnayan po sa pagsasabatas ng mga nasabing concerns dito po sa ating bansa. Ron?
Ma'am, of course, napaka-powerful na committee. Kasama po rin po dyan sa yung mga tungkol sa impeachment po ata pa, no? Sila po yata rin po, kayo po rin ata ang sa ang patungkol dyan po sa Committee on Justice. Ma'am, siguro matanong ko rin po ang inyong pong reaksyon dito po sa State of the Nation Address. Nagkaroon po kayo ng pahayag doon, especially when it comes to education po, ano ma'am?
Yeah. May binanggit ang presidente during the SONA na bibigyan ng mga libreng laptop ang ating mga teachers. Tututukan na din ang tamang procurement at pamamahagi ng computerized learning system ng ating mga mag-aaral. Of course, in the public schools, no? And I appreciate this so much sapagkat naalala mo, Kuya Ron, during the 19th Congress, nagkaroon po tayo ng privilege speech kung paano napag-iiwanan ang mga mag-aaral ng bansang Pilipinas kaugnay ng international standards. At ang isa po sa mga dahilan dito ay iwan na iwan pagdating sa online learning system. So, I wish to believe na ito pong naging pronouncement ng Presidente ay this gives us hope na makakahabol na ang bansang Pilipinas pagdating sa international standards in terms of education, no? I hope that all the children in the public school I will be given the same access to online learning, computerized learning, sapagkat ito na po ang trend ng education. Ngayon, that is one. At gusto ko rin pong bigyang pasasalamat ang Presidente doon sa nabanggit niyang zero balancing. Pagka nagkasakit at hospital ang ating mga kababayan, alang, that's very careful. Zero balance billing sa DOH hospitals. Pag sinabi po DOH hospitals, ito po yung mga government hospitals lang. So, ibig sabihin, may bill pa rin tayo pagdating sa mga private. We're trying to make this clear. Ayaw natin na ma-confuse yung mga tao, no? Zero balance billing, at ito po'y kaugnay na rin ng implementasyon ng ating Universal Healthcare Law, na ito naman po talaga ang mandato to make health services, hospital services more accessible for all the Filipinos. That includes non-members ng PhilHealth, which we call under the Universal Healthcare Law as indirect contributors. Kuya Ron, ano po bang sinabi ng Presidente doon, ha? Wi-Fi. Ang pagpapadami ng libreng Wi-Fi sa buong Pilipinas. At syempre, ang pagpapalago pa rin ng ating food and agriculture, sapagkat ito po ang basic needs ng ating mga kababayan. Sabi ko nga, mapag-iwanan na tayo sa lahat, wag lang pagdating sa food and agriculture. At syempre po, ang pinaka-controversial ay ang naging pahayag ng Pangulo before he concluded his SONA. Of course, itong panawagan niya about the flood control. But I want to share my insight about the flooding which is happening not only in Manila but even in the provinces. I believe maraming bahagi ng bansa ang pinabaha, no? Let us not forget about climate change. Bagaman we acknowledge na kulang or perhaps may problema ang ating the flood control programs of the Department of Public Works and Highways, which I believe dapat maging synchronized na. Synchronized meaning centralized, na dapat the DPWH should be on top of this pagdating sa mga flood control projects, no? I wish to believe as well na challenge talaga ang ating flood control projects because of the climate change, no? If you will recall, Kuya Ron, sa Middle East dati hindi umuulan, hindi bumabagyo. Ngayon, hindi lang bagyo, may baha na din sa Middle East, di ba? So, yung nakikita po nating matinding pagbaha, we also see that from social media, nangyayari even in New York, even in the other states of US, diba? It happens even in Canada. Ibig sabihin, this is an international phenomenon. Lahat nakakaranas. And it gives us more reason to be more diligent pagdating sa infra program, particularly the flood control system, no? Ako po ay labis na natutuwa sa naging SONA ng Presidente, sapagkat sabi nga, it's like he's speaking directly to the Filipino people. He discussed all matters which has direct connection to the everyday life of every Juan de la Cruz, no? Ang tinakal po niya sa kanyang SONA ay lahat ng mga pangangailangan, challenges, concerns, benepisyong kinakailangan ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino. So, habang nakikinig ako ng kanyang SONA, ang pakiramdam ko ay katabi ko ang ating mga kababayan from Batangas 2nd District, and the President is actually talking directly to the people from the grassroots, no? It was a very honest SONA. It was a very truthful SONA. Why? Nilatag niya yung mga naging accomplishments ng administrations, but at the same time, ipinahayag din niya yung kanya mga naging frustrations about the administration. To the point na nagsalita din siya na paiimbestigahan at pananagutin kung sino man may mga pananagutan at kinalaman dito sa depektibong flood control system, no? Nonetheless, we acknowledge may problema sa flood control, pero itong problemang ito is aggravated by the climate change, no? So, I hope that the 20th Congress of the Philippines will be able to cater all the necessary legislations to realize the priorities of the BBM administration as pronounced during the 2025 State of the Nation address. Kuya Ron?
It's like going back to the basic, ma'am. Ang impression ko pa din, going to the basic needs of our kababayan po yung naging SONA po ng Pangulo, ma'am.
May narinig pa ako, Kuya Ron, about the 4Ps. Expand, di ba? At nakausap natin ang bagong chairwoman ng CHED at siya man ay tuwang-tuwa sapagkat it will be extended even to the tertiary level, no? Alam mo naman itong 4Ps is one of the most successful programs of TSWD.
Opo.
Binibigyan ng social amelioration ang isang pamilya depende sa kanilang economic status at depende sa dami ng mga anak na pumapasok. But this time around, hindi na lang sa elementary. Iko-consider na din itong mga nag-aaral in the secondary level and even in the tertiary level. May nabanggit pa din ng Pangulo na Presidential Merit Scholarship Award, something like that, no?
Even yung sports
napaka taas ng kanyang atensyon at prioridad na ipinagkakaloob pagdating sa edukasyon, which I believe is tama lang naman sapagkat we always say we're talking about the future of our nation. This is an investment for the future of our nation kapag ka-edukasyon ng ating mga mag-aaral ang ating pinagtuunan. Kuya Ron?
And natalakay rin po, ma'am, dun yung sports, ano? When it comes to our health. Imagine mo, bubuksan yung mga...
Siyempre!
Opo. Kasama yun
At bidang-bida dyan ang ating kaibigan. No less than the newest, no? Pinakabagong kampiyon ng boxing, sabi ng presidente. No less than the PNP Chief, General Nick Torre, no? Si General Nick Torre ay kaibigan natin even before, no? Bago pa siya naging PNP Chief, and I am so happy about how he responds to the challenges to the Philippine National Police. Mayroon na rin tayong 911. Hindi ko pa lang nasubukan. Subukan mo nga, Kuya Ron.
5-minute response, ma'am.
Dumadating nga ba? Dumadating nga ba? Subukan nga natin yung 911. Paano ba tumatawag sa 911 kapag cellphone ang gamit mo? May area code ka rin, gano'n.
Direct po, ma'am, yung number po yan. 911, direct po yan. A special number po kasi yan which is dedicated for emergency response. Yung 911. Alright. And ma'am, siguro po malaking bagay rin po yung sinasabi po yung programa po ng PNP na yan, ano, na 911 and yung immediate response, 5-minute response.
We are quite challenged by our internet signal, no?
Okay naman po dito.
Manawagan tayo kay Presidente, tamang-tama po yung SONA nyo. Palakasin at palawakin pa ang Wi-Fi service sa buong Pilipinas. I'm looking forward to the day na hindi natin kailangan mag-data because anywhere you go in the Philippines ay merong Wi-Fi signal. Pero balikan ko lang yun sa Justice Committee, ha? Part of our function as chairman of the Justice Committee who represent the House of Representatives in the judiciary, no? Ay tayo po ay magkakaroon din ng pagkakataon na mag-participate sa Judicial and Bar Council deliberations, no? But I have to make it clear, since we only have we have one Congress divided into the upper house and the lower house. This is actually a term sharing between the Senate and the House of Representatives, and I am pleased to share with the people of Batangas 2nd District that we will be having the opportunity to work with one of the respected senators as our counterpart in the Senate, the chairman of the Justice and Human Rights Committee of the Senate, no less than the Honorable Senator Alan Cayetano, no? Of course, there will be times na makakausap po natin siya, makakatrabaho natin siya, and rest assured that we will be giving our full support to make this 3 years, the remaining 3 years of the BBM administration, and as far as the House of Representatives, the Congress is concerned, responsive to the needs of our nation. Kuya Ron.
Ito pong bang Committee on Justice, ma'am, iba pa rin po ito sa Blue Ribbon Committee?
Come again, Kuya Ron?
Yung Committee on Justice po, iba pa rin po doon sa Blue Ribbon Committee na sinasabi po?
Yeah, that's different. Yung Blue Ribbon Committee, ang counterpart niya sa House of Representatives is the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, the one shared by at na-maintain, na-keep pa rin ni Congressman Joel Chua, no, of the 19th Congress of the Philippines. So, for the 20th Congress of the Philippines, Congressman Joel Chua will be chairing government and public accountability, which is the counterpart of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Ang counterpart naman niya sa Senate is the former Congressman Senator, the Honorable Rodante Marcoleta, no? Always remember, ang Congress into one Congress, no? But it is divided into two houses. The upper house, which is the Senate, and the lower house, which is the House of Representatives. Lahat po ng batas dapat may concurrence ng both houses. Kaya nagkakaroon po tayo ng BICAM after the deliberation in the lower house and in the upper house, because we are representing one branch of the government only. Kailangan reconciled ang position ng Senate at saka ng House, no? That is in as far as legislation is concerned. Kaya kung anumang committees mayroon tayo sa House of Representatives, more often than not, palaging meron siyang counterpart pagdating sa Senate, no? Kuya Ron?
And
so, thank you again to our colleagues in the 20th Congress of the Philippines sa inyo pong tulong, tiwala at suporta na ipinagkaloob sa Congresswoman ng Batangas 2nd District upang maging chairwoman ng Committee on Justice ng House of Representatives of the 20th Congress of the Philippines. Rest assured that we will give our full dedication, commitment, and support to the priorities of the administration, which will respond to the need of our nation.
And now that we are in the 20th Congressman, what are we expecting po? Are we expecting the Quadcom 2.0?
Parang meron na ba nag-privilege speech? I am not sure. I do not want to preempt the chairman of the 4 committees, no? Which I believe are Chairman Benny Abante of the Human Rights, Chairman Keith Flores of the Dangerous Drugs. Siya yung pumalit kay Chairman Ace Barbers. And we also have, sino pa ba itong isa? Chairman Valeriano of Public Order and Safety. Siya naman yung pumalit kay Chairman Dan Fernandez. And I heard it will be Chairman Terry Redon who will be elected for the Public Accounts Committee. So the 4 of them will be chairing the 4 committees which used to work together under the name of Quadcom, no? We do not want to preempt kung ano bang decisions ng 4 na chairman, whether they will reconvene. Although alam ko pre-announce na to ni Chairman Abante, and he even said that he will be the overall chairman, no? But let us give them the honor and the opportunity to announce the official information with respect to the reconvening of Quadcom. They call it Quadcom 2.0. And I wish to share also na tayo po ay pinapakiusapan ng mga chairman naman to assume the overall vice chairmanship, the one which was assumed by Chairman Romy Acop during the 19th Congress of the Philippines. There's nothing official yet. Ito ay under discussion pa. So, let's wait and see kung anong magiging kaganapan this week with respect to the reconvening of Quadcom.
Apo. Ma'am, yung pong bang motion for reconsideration po regarding po sa impeachment na i-file na po ng Congress, or meron pong mga filing po ng motion
we
po?
are actually finalizing the motion for reconsideration already, and it will be filed anytime, no? Ang sigurado po ay i-exhaust ng House of Representatives lahat ng legal remedies, so to seek for the reversal of the decision of the Supreme Court. At the end of the day, pagbigyan man tayo o hindi in our motion for reconsideration, we will be abiding and heeding to the Supreme Court. Sapagkat this is a civil society, no? I mean, we are governed by the rule of law, and the ultimate power to interpret laws rest upon the Supreme Court of the Philippines, no? Magkakaiba man po ang ating posisyon, ang House of Representatives man po ay naninindigan na tama ang aming ginawa doon sa pagpa-file ng impeachment at constitutional ang impeachment complaint. We will be exhausting our opportunity to file an MR. But if at the end of the day ay hindi pa rin po tayo pakinggan, I just want to make it of record, tayo po ay susunod sa Supreme Court because they have the ultimate power to interpret the laws.
Opo. And kung hindi man mapagbigyan yan, we still have February, ma'am, ano po, if ever hindi po ngayon maisagawa, ano, ay pwede po ma-file ulit ng the next year, February?
If there will be parties who will be interested to file an impeachment complaint, then if we will follow the earlier decision of the Supreme Court, and if the right time for the filing of the impeachment complaint will be February 6 of 2026.
Apo. Sa Kongreso po, ano po ang mga tinututukang mga batas, ma'am, na isusulong po ngayon ng 20th Congress? Ano po ang focus po ngayon ng 20th Congress, ma'am?
Well, of course, the SONA bills. The SONA bills will be number one, no? We regard as priority measures lahat ng mga naging pronouncements ng Presidente during the State of the Nation address. Siyempre, in line with that, along with the SONA bills, ay nauna ko na pong i-file lahat ng ating original bills na napakahirap talaga kasi, Kuya Ron, magpasa ng batas eh.
Oo nga po.
Kasi bukod yung deliberation dito sa HREP, bukod pa rin yung deliberation doon sa Senate. And then pagdating kay Presidente, hindi pa rin sigurado kung maa-approve, pwede rin ma-veto, di ba? Because he did that already in some of the laws, no? So, ang importante lang po, we stay committed in our visions to legislate all these priority measures. Ano ba itong mga original bills natin? Original sapagkat ito po ay tayo mismo ang nag-umpisa at nag-initiate. Of course, the Verde Island Passage Bill, pumasa ng 19th Congress pero hindi gumalaw sa Senado, no? Hindi gumalaw sa Senado. We also have the creation of the 2nd District Engineering Office, sapagkat napaghiwalay na po ang 5th District, which is Batangas City, and 2nd District, no, as a legislative district, pero combined pa rin ang kanilang engineering office. So we wanted to create our own, the 2nd District, no, we wanted the 5th District to have its own engineering office para magkahiwalay na po ang 2nd District at 5th District in terms of engineering office. We also have the Universal Pension Bill, Kuya Ron. Pinasa natin yan sa Kongreso, nakapasa, I am not certain kung hanggang saang level siya nakarating sa Senate, no? But it was not enacted into law in the 19th Congress. Then we also have the job localization bill na medyo napalaban tayo ng debate doon sa committee level. Parang hanggang second reading lang po tayo doon, no? So I think these are some of the original bills na maaga po nating ni-refile, and we even solicited. The most important thing, of course, is the nationalization of Mabini Community Hospital under its new name, Batangas Tourism Specialty Hospital, no? At ngayon nga po ay may pagpupulong din kaming magaganap kasama ang taga DOH Region 4A, taga BAT-MC, no? And some of the pioneer doctors of the MCH, because ako'y nakiusap sa kanila na since it will take time before we are able to nationalize the hospital, okay naman sa HREP, kaya lang it needs to follow the normal process pa rin sa Senate before the President can take an action on that. Nakiusap po ako if there is any possibility na ma-operate na as an extension hospital of BAT-MC, to which Secretary Herbosa and the BAT-MC acceded naman. So we will be having a dialogue today kung paano ba namin ifa-facilitate itong operation ng MCH as extension hospital of Batangas Medical Center. I have to add, no, ito naman hindi kasama sa BAT-MC, but I wish to share sa ating mga kababayan, malapit na pong buksan. I hope this ang dialysis center dito po sa MCH as a public partnership program between the private provider and the LGU of Mabini. At ito po ay magiging bukas para sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, hindi na lang po sa 2nd District, kung hindi sa buong lalawigan ng Batangas. We will be taking care of its PhilHealth accreditation para wala akong babayaran ng ating mga kababayan, and we will make sure na ito'y magkaroon din ng MOA with the DOH para yung ating MAIP or medical assistance for indigent patients ay makasuporta din sa pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. I do not understand, Kuya Ron, why ang daming pasyente ng dialysis, no?
Opo.
And some of them are having dialysis for 3 times a week. Oh my God. So, siguro tanggalin na lang ang ano ba yan? Ano dialysis? It means kidney, no? Tanggalin na lang ang salt sa lahat ng ating mga pang-araw-araw.
Oo nga po. And yung pong ano rin, yung lifestyle rin po, ma'am, eh. Pag sedentary talaga yung lifestyle mo, eh, nakaka-apekto rin yung
what actually causes kidney failure or kidney, ano ba ang kidney disease?
Eh nga po, so much salt in the pagkain.
Then remove the salt.
Oo.
Diba sabi nila?
Kasi pag diabetic ka rin, ma'am, even if you are diabetic, ma'am, affected rin po ang kidney mo. Pag diabetic ka.
So it's either may kidney illness ka because mahina talaga yung kidney mo, which is congenital, no? Or it pops up as one of the complications of diabetes. Ganon po, ma'am. So whichever way it takes, no? Mga kababayang wala pang, hindi pa nagdadialysis, oh my God.
Pero malaking tulong po yan.
Gawin ang tamang lifestyle. Kumain ng tama, mag-exercise ng tama. Ang lakas ko makasabi, kala mo nag-exercise ako. At iwasan po natin itong mga ganitong karamdaman, no? Let us embrace life because this is one of the most precious gift that was given to us by God, no? So sa lahat po ating mga kababayan, help me pray. November 2025, hopefully, mabubuksan po ang dialysis center sa bayan ng Mabini, and this will be open para sa lahat ng mga kapwa natin Batanggenyo, kahit pa nga hindi Batanggenyo, no? At gagawin po natin ang paraan na PhilHealth accredited siya, MAIP accredited siya para it will be less costly para sa ating mga pasyente.
Last, ma'am, yung pong pasasalamat po natin sa ICTSI, the trending 500.
Fresh pa. Kakagaling ko lamang po sa ating chairman, Enrique Rason, who is the man behind the International Container Terminal Services Incorporated, no? Ito po yung malaking terminal na ginagawa ngayon sa Bawan, which I anticipate ay magdadala ng napakaraming trabaho para sa ating mga kababayan. Nagpapasalamat tayo sa kanya sapagkat through the ICTSI Foundation sa 3,000 bags of rice na ipinagkaloob po niya sa aking request sa kanya yung typhoon casing, no? At syempre po naging katuwang po natin dyan ay ang mga LGUs sa paghahanap ng mga tamang beneficiaries. Sa lahat po ng mga nakatanggap, I want you to know na ito po ay nagmula sa ICTSI Foundation through the kindness of Mr. Enrique Rason, the chairman of ICTSI. At sa mga hindi naman po inabot ng bigas na ito, rest assured po na sa mga susunod na relief operation ay bibigyan po kayo ng pagkakataong maging kabahagi nitong ating mga tulong na nadadala sa 2nd distrito ng ating lalawigan. Maraming salamat po kay Mayora Ruana Conti na naging katuwang natin sa San Pascual, kay Mayor Oscar Vito Ox Hernandez na naging katuwang naman natin sa bayan ng San Luis. Kay Mayor Larry Alvarez and Vice Mayor Dr. Mikey Alvarez na naging katuwang po natin sa bayan ng Tingloy. Of course, sa aking John Loy, Mayor Beatrix Luistro na naging katuwang natin sa Mabini. Mayor Imong Alfiler na naging katuwang natin sa Lubo. And of course, kay Pangulong Nards Ahena ng bayan ng Bawan na naging katuwang namin ni Mayor Trix Abrahan sa pamamahagi ng tulong dyan sa bayan ng Bawan. Maraming salamat po. Ito po'y napakalaking bagay, tulong na natanggap ng ating mga kababayan. We took all the pictures and I think all of them were posted in our Facebook page, Kuya Ron.
Yan, sa lahat po ng platform, ma'am. Alright, maraming salamat po, ma'am. It's a wonderful day. Ngayon po ay August 1 na, ma'am, na. Unang araw ng Agosto na. Malapit na naman ang
It's August?
1 already.
Ano bang meron pag August?
Sabi po nila
wala daw nagpapakasal pag Agosto.
Alright. Maraming po salamat, ma'am.
Dahil taghirap daw pag Agosto.
Nga po. Yun nga po.
For me, this is just an ordinary month, no? Pero Agosto for me is an advice na bare months na uli ang kasunod. Bilis, Pasko na uli. Okay? So, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. I'm happy that I was able to join the program. We hope to see you all again on our next regular program that will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm looking forward na mapanood ko dito, Kuya Ron, ang ating mga partner mayors, no? Sa ating mga succeeding programs. You can do it by Zoom or by Messenger, the same thing we do, no? Of course, active ng ating BYM, They're around to make sure that all college students will be included in our Beatrix Scholarship. Sana they can join the program as well. Maraming salamat po, Batangas 2nd District, Bayan ng Mabini, Bawan, San Pascual, San Luis, Lubo at Tingloy. As I always say, utang ko sa inyo ang aking unang termino. Utang ko pa rin sa inyo ang aking pangalawang termino. I always believe in the supremacy of the people. Naririto po ako dahil ng ating mga kababayan sa 2nd distrito ng ating lalawigan. Rest assured of my continued service, dedication, and love for the people of Batangas District. See you around sapagkat si Beatrix pakalat-kalat lang dyan sa 2nd distrito ng ating lalawigan. Larga, Batangas 2nd District.
Alright, there you have it, ang ating Congresswoman Attorney Jerbil Jinky Beatrix Lison.